Hello everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we are going to start with a new chapter that is non-finite verb, though it is a sub-part of the chapter verb only. Non-finite verb is very interesting chapter. And today, in this session, we are going to discuss part 1 of non-finite verbs. So let's begin the session. So here an introduction of non-finite verb. Verbs which do not perform their function are known as non-finite verbs. Now, we know well that verbs are actually actions. Though we have discussed in definition that verbs are actions, existence, and position words. But here our main focus will be on action only. So whenever there are action words, they are verb. But some words are there which look like verbs, but they do not used as an action, or they are not performing action, or they are not in performance mode. Those words only look like verb, but they do not show any kind of action, position, or existence. They are known as non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs include gerunds, infinitives, and participles. For example, if I say Ria is walking. Here we can see this word walking. It is an action which is going on and it is performed or done by Ria. So this is action. So this word walking is a verb over here. But if I say walking is good for health. Now if we look at this sentence, here also we have used the word walking. But is it showing any action? Is someone walking in this sentence? No. We are talking about walking, making it a subject. That walking is good for health. It means here we are talking about walking. But walking is not in a performance mode. It is not actually in action form. Therefore, this word walking is a non-finite verb over here. It is not used as a verb. So the main function of verb is to perform action. But when we see a verb which is not actually showing any performance or any action or any performance of action, that verb is known as non-finite verb. So in this case, it is a non-finite verb, not an action or not a verb. So non-finite verbs are of 3 types. First is gerund, then infinitives, and then participles. Now what are these? Let's discuss one by one. First, we'll discuss the meaning of all these 3. And after that, we'll discuss them individually. So non-finite verbs are gerunds. When we add ing to a verb, or we can say verb 4th form, that is known as gerund. When we use to plus verb first form, or we can say base form, it means whenever we use first form of verb with to or base form of verb with to, it is known as infinitive. For example, to do, to go, to move. Participles are again of 3 types: present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. Present participles are when we add ing to a verb. Past and perfect participles are when we use 3rd form of verb. Now, what are the meanings of these 3 non-finite verbs? Let's discuss them one by one. Now, let's make a chart over here. Let's make a diagram so that we can understand it in a proper manner. Now, look at this. This word is verb. Now, let's make a Venn diagram. This is verb. and this is noun. And this part is adjective. We have three parts. One is verb, another is noun, and another is adjective. Now we can see this common part and rest are individual. Now we know well that verb are actions. For time being, we see that action words are verb. Now if some word looks like a verb, if some words look like verbs, but they behave like noun. Now we know well that noun is actually the name of anything, or that makes either the subject or the object of a sentence. What is the basic or primary role of noun? To make either subject or an object in a sentence. Now if some verbs are there, or some words are there which look like verbs, but they are behaving like noun. So these are common words between noun and verb. So these words are known as gerunds, but only after if ing are added to that. If it has a structure of verb plus ing and it is behaving like a noun, though it is in form of a verb or it looks like a verb, it is known as gerund. For example, if I say walking is necessary, look at this. Walking is good for health. Now look at this sentence. Walking is good for health. Here we have used the word walking, but it is not in action form, though it is used as a subject. So this walking is behaving like a subject or behaving like a noun because it is making a subject. Therefore, this is a gerund. If I say smoking is injurious to health, in this sentence, we are talking about smoking, which is behaving like a subject over here. It is actually used as a noun in the sentence. So that is also a gerund. So whenever we add ing to a verb and make it a noun, that is known as gerund. Another part is that we have infinitive. Now gerunds are when we add ing to the verb. But if it is written like to plus verb first form and it is again behaving like a noun, but it is not actually in action form. So this is known as infinitives. For example, she has promised me to give her bag. Now in this sentence, she has promised. So this promised is verb because it is an action. But what did she promise? She promised to give. What has she promised? She has promised to give. Now what she has promised to give me? That her bag. So this to give is actually an object playing role over here. So this is an infinitive. For example, we say to err is to human. So to err is again an adjective, is again an infinitive. Now what are participles? Whenever we have a word that looks like a verb, but it performs like an adjective. Now what is the role of adjective? Adjective qualifies noun or pronoun. Or it describes the quality of a noun or pronoun. That is an adjective. For example, if I say good boy, so this good is used for this boy. Boy is a noun, whereas good is an adjective. So this good is qualifying the word boy. This is an adjective. So participles are whenever a word looks like a verb, but it is qualifying a noun or pronoun anyhow, it is known as participle. Now they are of three types: present, past, and perfect. Present participles are verb with ing. For example, if I say story, and this story is very interesting. So what type of a story is it? It is an interesting story. So interesting is telling us the quality of a story. Story is a noun, whereas interesting is just describing it. And we know well that interest is a verb in which we have added ing. So this interesting is known as participle. This is present participle. If I say that India is a developing country, so our country is developing. So what is the quality of this country? That it is developing. So developing, again, develop is a verb in which we have added ing, and this word developing is telling us the quality of country. So this developing is present participle. Now whenever we add third form before a noun and it states its quality, then it is past participle. For example, if I say mixed economy, now India has mixed economy. Now what type of economy do we have? That is mixed. So mixed is telling us the quality of economy, and we know well that mixed is a third form of verb. So this is past participle, not actually verb. So all these things we should keep in mind. Anything or any verb or any word that looks like a verb is not performing its function, its basic function to perform some action, but it is behaving either like a subject or an object. It is behaving as an adjective, that it is qualifying some noun or pronoun. Then that particular word, that particular verb is known as non-finite verb. Well, all these three things we have already understood. Now let's learn these individually. So first we have gerunds. So what are gerunds? When we add ing to a verb and it converts into a noun, whenever we add ing to a verb to make it a noun, it means either it behaves like a subject or an object. It is called gerund. For example, writing is my passion. So this writing, I'm not writing anything, but this writing, it can be used as a profession or a passion or a hobby. So writing, it means to write some poems or all. So this writing is used as my passion, as my hobby. So this is a noun. So this is gerund. Swimming is a good exercise. So we are not swimming over here. In fact, we are talking about swimming, which is a good exercise. So this is again a gerund. Dinesh loves typing. Now what does he like? What does he love? He loves typing. So typing is actually his hobby. So this is also gerund, which is an object in the sentence. So it is a gerund. If a noun or pronoun comes immediately, now there are several rules related to gerunds. That what type of errors come from this part? Let us see those. If a noun or pronoun, this is very important, comes immediately before gerund. Now, if in a sentence a gerund is written over here, and just before it we have either a noun or a pronoun, we use this noun or pronoun in possessive case. We use this noun or pronoun in possessive case. That is, it should be in possessive case. She does not like her child's playing games in mobile every time. Now playing is gerund over here, and before gerund we have a noun, that is child. So it is child's playing, not child playing, because she does not like child playing. She does not like child's, the playing of child. Child's playing games in mobile every time. Therefore, playing of children or playing of child. So this shows the possession. That she does not, the sentence refers to that she does not like that her child plays all the time in mobile. So this will be child's playing. Akash's father does not like him going with neighbor. Now in this sentence we see it is written going, which is gerund. So here him should be replaced with his. Therefore this sentence is incorrect. Correct sentence will be Akash's father does not like his going with neighbor. It means father of Akash does not want him to go with his neighbor. He does not like this. So his going with neighbor is restricted because Akash's father does not like this. He don't want his child or his son to go and play with his neighbor. Third, I didn't appreciate him returning the car with gas tank empty. It means I did not like that he returned the car with gas tank empty. So returning is a gerund over here. So it should be preceded by possessive case. So here again, him should be replaced with his. So the correct sentence will be, I didn't appreciate his returning the car with the gas tank empty. My school friend coming to my birthday party was a nice surprise. Again, coming is a gerund. So my school friends. It should be friends, not friend. Now let us move to the next sentence. Next part. In a sentence, if we have a preposition, it should be followed by a gerund. Now, another concept regarding gerund, that after a preposition, if in a sentence we have a preposition, they are always followed by verb with ing, and this we call gerund. This we call gerund. I manage it by working much longer than 40 hours a week. Now, by is a preposition. So it is followed by verb with ing, that is gerund. In spite of, now of is again a preposition. Studying a lot, he didn't pass the exams. So it is also a gerund. That is verb with ing, making it a noun. So we should remember this concept as well. These types of errors come in our exam. Now let us see some more sentences. What was Shubhi's reaction on hear the news? Now here we have a preposition that is on, and we know well that prepositions are always followed by ing form of verb. So here should be followed by hear. It means after they have heard or after she has heard the news, what was her reaction? The team was afraid of lose the match. Again, of should be followed by losing. It should be losing. Nishant is famous for singing. So for singing songs. So for is followed by singing, that is ing form. Now, this is again very important from the point of view of your exams. With expressions like with a view to, looking forward to, given to, addicted to, attention to, accustomed to. Now all these expressions, though they are ending with to, yet we use gerund. It means we use ing form of verb plus ing after these expressions. I'm looking forward to going abroad next year. He's always boasting about having met the president. Now, about is actually a preposition which should be followed by ing form of verb. Some more examples. Ravi is addicted to gamble. Now, addicted to, it should be followed by gerund. So, addicted to gambling, not gamble. He was accustomed to socializing on a high level. So, socializing is ing form. The team was accustomed to hearing and safeguard the secrets of others. Now, hearing is okay, but safeguards should also be followed, should also be used in ing form. So, there should be safeguarding. It means to keep secret. The secret of others. Now we have some examples. My mother is used to getting up early in the morning. Now here we have used to. Following this, we have getting. Now let us discuss the use of used to. How do we use used to? Used to can be used in two cases. Either it can be used as adjective or an infinitive. When it is used as an adjective, it is followed by ing form of verb. But when it is used as an infinitive, it is followed by verb first form. This is verb fourth form. Now, in infinitive, it is used to show past habits. But when it is used as an adjective, it shows the someone being habitual of something. When we say our grandfather used to stay there, it means we are talking about past action that were done before a particular time in past, or that used to happen the time of past. Those were habits. But when we say we are used to do something, we are used to doing something, it means we have been addicted to doing something. So used to is used as an adjective to show that someone is habitual or addicted to of something. The pattern which is followed in this case, we have subject plus helping verb, subject plus used to plus main verb, which should be first form of verb. But in this case, we have subject plus helping verb plus used to plus verb fourth form. This means ing form. Now my mother is used to getting up. So when there is a helping verb and after which we have used to, we use ing form of verb. Khushi used to. Now before used to, we do not have any verb. So used to go to the park every morning. Used to go to park every morning. Sorry, every evening. So in this case, we have used this first form of verb and we do not use ing form. She used to live in London, but now she lives in India. My grandfather used to do exercise every day before work. She is used to. Now here it is written is, which is helping verb, then used to, then verb ing form, that is walking a lot. Saloni is used to speak Spanish very well. Now we know well that here we have is, that is helping verb, then we have used to. So this speak should be replaced with speaking. So this will be the correct answer. Now infinitives. When we do something, to do something. So this is the use of gerund and used to. Now we'll discuss infinitive and participles in the next session. Thank you.